Vecna's about to win. 12 kids are hanging from stakes. The Mind Flayer is breaking through. And everyone's asking who dies in Volume 2. Wrong question. Today we're talking about the survivors. The ones who walk out of the Upside Down breathing. Because in Stranger Things, surviving might be worse than dying. You live with the scars, the nightmares, the guilt. So who makes it out? And what does survival actually cost them? Hit subscribe because these characters earn their happy endings the hard way. Max survives. Full stop. She's been trapped in Vecna's memory prison since Volume 1. Clinically dead. Comatose. Gone. But here's why she comes back. Max learned to navigate Henry Creel's mind. She found his weakness. That cave where the Mind Flayer corrupted him as a kid. The one memory Vecna won't enter because he's still terrified of it. Max doesn't just survive, she weaponizes his trauma, turns his fear against him, weakens him from the inside so the others can strike. When Vecna falls, Max wakes up because she was never fully dead, just trapped. But here's the cost. Max comes back different. She's seen things inside Vecna's mind that no one should see. His victims, his memories, the moment he stopped being human. She survives Volume 2, but the Max who wakes up isn't the same girl who fought him in Volume 1. She's harder, colder, haunted by every twisted thing she witnessed in that memory prison. Lucas gets his girlfriend back, but she'll never be the carefree skater girl again. Survival doesn't mean happy, it means breathing. 11 survives. Obviously, she's the one who delivers the final blow to Vecna, tears the gates closed, saves Hawkins again. But here's what breaks my heart. When Vecna dies, 11 loses her powers. Dr. Brenner transfused Henry Creel's Mind Flayer infected blood into lab kids. That's where their abilities came from. Second-hand corruption. When the source dies, the connection shatters. 11 wins the war, but she loses the only identity she's ever known. No more telekinesis, no more nosebleeds, no more saving the world with her mind. She's just Jane Hopper, a normal girl in a normal town. And honestly, that's what she always wanted. To be Max's friend without the weight of the universe on her shoulders. To go to school, have a boring life, be nobody special. But wanting something and getting it are different things. 11 survives Volume 2 powerless. She has to watch her friends fight while she stands there helpless. Has to accept that her hero days are over. Has to figure out who Jane Hopper is when she's not saving the world. Mike gets to keep her, but the 11 he fell in love with, that version is gone forever. She survives, but she's not super anymore. 8 returns, and she's the MVP nobody saw coming, Kali Prasad, the girl who creates illusions, missing since Season 2, but Volume 2 brings her back for one critical reason. Her powers are natural, not from Vecna's bloodline, not from lab experiments. That makes her immune to the hive mind collapse that takes 11's abilities. Kali shields the party from Vecna's psychic attacks, creates hallucinations that confuse the ancient Dimension X creature, gives them cover when they need it most. She's not the strongest, but she's the only one who walks away with powers still intact. Why? Because she was never connected to Vecna in the first place. Her abilities don't depend on him existing. They're hers, always have been. Kali survives Volume 2 as the last powered person standing. While 11 loses everything, 8 keeps her gifts. And honestly, that's poetic justice. The girl they abandoned in Season 2 becomes the reason they survive Season 5. She doesn't just survive, she thrives. Holly survives, and she's the hero nobody expected. She's been exposed to Dimension X energy. That makes her sensitive to the Upside Down, gives her immunity to Vecna's full control. She's young enough to seem harmless, small enough to slip through cracks. Holly infiltrates Vecna's ritual circle, frees the 12 kidnapped children before the Einstein-Rosen bridge fully opens. She's not a fighter, she's a key, and keys unlock everything. The Wheelers get their daughter back, but Holly's not a little kid anymore. She's seen the monsters, walked through Vecna's memory world, faced down an ancient evil while her big sister fought demogorgons. Holly survives Volume 2, but childhood, that died in the Upside Down. She comes home different, quieter, older in ways that don't show on the outside. Karen Wheeler doesn't understand why her baby girl flinches at shadows, why she checks the lights obsessively, why she refuses to sleep alone. Holly survived, but innocence doesn't. Dustin, Lucas, and Erica all survive Volume 2. They're the ground team, protecting physical gates while the psychic war rages. Dustin nearly dies, saving Erica from collapsing architecture. Lucas defends Max's comatose body like his life depends on it. Erica gets her moment. The youngest Sinclair proves she's not just backup, she's essential. They all walk out of the Upside Down alive. But they're not kids anymore. Dustin's jokes don't land the same way. Lucas can't sleep without checking on Max. Erica hides her fear behind sarcasm, but everyone sees through it. The party survives, but playtime is over. They're heroes, and heroes carry scars. Nancy and Robin survive, both of them. Nancy finally gets closure for Barb when they seal the gates forever. Robin keeps everyone sane with running commentary even when the world's ending. They're alive, they're together, they won, but there's a will-shaped hole in their victory, and it never fills. Joyce and Hopper survive too. They lose their son, but they're breathing. They have each other. They saved Hawkins, and it doesn't feel like enough. The adults survive Volume 2, wondering if they made the right call, if there was another way, if victory was worth the price. They're alive, but they're haunted. Hawkins survives, the town, the people, the world. Gates sealed, Mind Flayer trapped, Vecna destroyed, Dimension X locked away, 12 children rescued, families reunited, normal life resumes, but everyone who fought in that final battle carries it with them. Max sees Vecna's memories when she closes her eyes. 11 feels phantom powers that don't exist anymore. Holly checks for monsters under her bed. The party flinches at flickering lights. Survival in Stranger Things isn't clean. It's messy, complicated, bittersweet. They won, they're alive, but they're different. The Hawkins that survives Volume 2 isn't the same town from Season 1. It's darker, wiser, scarred, but it's standing. So who survives Stranger Things Season 5 Volume 2? Max wakes up haunted. 11 loses her powers but gains her humanity. Kali keeps her gifts and her freedom. Holly trades innocence for courage. The party grows up too fast. The adults live with impossible choices. Everyone who walked into the Upside Down walks back out. But survival doesn't mean unchanged. It means carrying the weight, living with the nightmares, moving forward anyway. These characters don't just survive, they endure. And in Hawkins, Indiana, that's the real victory. So who are you most excited to see survive Volume 2? Who earned their happy ending? Drop your thoughts below. And if you haven't subscribed yet, do it now, because we're breaking down every survivor's journey when Volume 2 drops. They made it out. Let's celebrate that, even if they'll never be the same.